Hey, alright, so today I have a review for you guys. It's going to be the Antihero AAMD deck, and this one is the blue and silver version, the one I've been skating for the past 9 or 8.5 months. Um, the Antihero is made by Deluxe, which also pretty much the same company as Crooked, Wheels, and you've got they also distribute Spitfire wheels, Venture trucks, and Thunder trucks, which I also enjoy skating. Let's see what else. Before I get into this review, I do have to say one thing. I've not been skating multiple decks, so I don't know how to compare this to other decks other than just the ones I've skated. And I've skated Element, I've skated Real, I've even skated Walmart boards. I've skated Tony Hawk's, the Huck Jam series. I've skated the I've skated the Kryptonics boards, and those left, and I've been able to do like multiple stuff off of that. I've done a lot of things with very crappy boards somehow, and they've all lasted me, like, I know for a fact that the Element board lasted me about 3 months, just 3. The Tony Hawk deck from Walmart, they lasted me about less than a month, probably 2 weeks or less. Kryptonics board has lasted me about 5 months, which was surprising because it was just a cheap deck. It was something. My friend gave that one to me for like my 16th birthday, I think. 16, 15, 17, I don't know which one. Yeah, it was a few years back, and that one I really did like. Even the crappy grip tape it came with, it was all so bad, but I enjoyed it a lot. I had a lot of pop on that one, and I don't know, it just worked for me. But now we get into the actual review of this board, the Antihero board. Whoa, that's upside down. So, the Antihero board. This side is the nose, and this side is the tail. Alright, now what I'm gonna get into the positives and the negatives first. The positives. Oh my god, this board is strong. This board is so strong. It has been through 9 months of me, and I'm like 225 pounds. So I'm not a very light guy. This is a very strong board in order to, take all that impact. Like even from the smaller stuff, like an ollie. And guess what? There are absolutely zero stress cracks or pressure cracks, whichever one you want to call them. There are absolutely none whatsoever. It's probably one of the more flawless boards I've ever skated, shape-wise, and it's wow. That messed that one up. That messed up the color. Anyway, yes, this is one of the best decks I've ever skated in my life. It has. Well, anyway, back to the camera. So, this right here has to be the strongest board I've ever skated in my life, besides the real deck. And I've skated 2 of those. I gave one of them away in order to get 2 Sweet Beaver decks, and that has worked out pretty well. I have to say I was a lot more accustomed to the real boards because I've ridden one before, bought another one, and somehow I was able to do everything I was able to do on the other real board, because pretty much all boards are made the same. Some are not, like Antihero and Real and Crooked, they are all differently made. And the thing I like about this is that as the board gets wider, like, not like the individual boards, but like boards, like different shapes, you get different bigger sizes, and the concave, they changed the concave and everything in order to make it feel right, because you've got a lot more space, and the smaller the board is, the less concave it's going to have. So this one right here is an 8.12 by 31 inches, I'm assuming, just like most boards. It's it's pretty great. But anyway, back to the pros. It barely chips. Like, it only started chipping towards the last 2 months of me skating it. And while that was going on, the only thing, I wasn't really doing much with skating flat ground. And that just kind of happens because I have a horrible road. I don't have any other place to skate. I just have the road, and that's it. So, whatever. I know for a fact this can take a lot of skating because I try to skate about 12 hours a week. So just like 7 days, you can get 12 hours in 7 days. So that's not really a lot of skating. It's a good amount though. It's a good amount it's a lot compared to how long this board has lasted. It's ridiculous. The shape of it, I really love because just look at it. This is not the perfect model skateboard because I don't know what it is about it. It's perfect. Like the nose the concave is completely mellow. It's not steep or flat at all because just look at it. You bend it down and you instantly see the other part of it instead of it just continuing to be flat. And the kicks on this board are medium, as you can see. They're not really the biggest ones, and the actual nose and tail aren't really. These are not weirdly shaping. It's just the way that I sanded this because of the way the roads are around here. They're pretty rough, and I live in a rural area, rural country. Anyway, I live in a rural area, and the road here is terrible. So it's like pretty much putting a vibrator on your feet as you're skating on the ground. So that's everywhere you go. And so obviously from popping tricks on it, which this board has amazing pop. Just from popping tricks, you are going to get razor tail pretty fast on that specific type of road because it's just rough road, and I can't really say much about that. It's just rough. It's rough, and I don't like razor tail at all. And being where I am, I have to sand it down so it can keep the pop and not go away within like 2 weeks. Compared to a skate park where you can keep the pop for a good 3 months or so. I'm assuming for those, because when you're at a skate park, the tail wears down a lot slower than it would anywhere else. And I skate street like pretty much all day, every day. I skate the park probably once or twice a month at best. I try to go to the park so I can do different things, but I don't have a car. So that's just about it. Remember, if you want more stuff, just tell me, comment, like it, whatever, share it. I don't care what you do with it. Just you can type either black, dark, chocolate, burnt up, crusty, crispy, crackly.